Okay, so I did a video a couple years back about who's going to buy your $3,000 an ounce gold. And we've had pundits and experts and know-it-alls have been telling us ever since, or even before that video was ever released, that it's going to happen. And yet here we are. We are near or at all-time highs. We're getting pushback. Now, there are fundamentals out there that's going to say, hey, look, gold is going to keep moving forward. And who am I to know what exactly gold is going to be doing? Zero clue from me. But what I can honestly say is I don't really particularly care one way or the other, but I know a lot of you do. And the reason why I'm bringing out that, and I'll talk about that here in a second, is the fact that platinum isn't doing a whole lot either. And there's really no reason for it not to. Palladium is all but faltering, and you would think that the move to platinum would be a much better option as far as industry is concerned, but that still has more to go. But back to gold and why it's not at $3,000 an ounce and why it may have a hard time getting there. All right, so I found this article from Forbes, and I'm not going to read the entire thing because that's ultra boring, but it talks about how gold has the potential to hit $3,000 or $4,000 an ounce in 2023, and that was back in 2022. And it does have some good information in here, and that's why it's relevant. So I'm going to just briefly touch on a few of those items. So the analyst has already said that his comments are less of a forecast and more of a thought experiment, but I don't think investors should brush him aside so easily. I believe it's very possible that we could see 3,000 gold or higher in the next 12 to 16 months. And this is another good one right here. A lot of us, we've all reported on the central bank's buying of gold. It's no new news, right? We've seen China absolutely crush their buying. Central banks all around the world. But one of the key indicators that's missing is the economic data that's showing that what should propel gold higher. That's what's lagging behind. And one of the key indicators is that is jobless. And I talked about that briefly about how, everybody's talking about a recession, but it just doesn't seem like we're going to be there. But this right here, right? Once this flips, the gold ETFs, once you start seeing a boatload of these sells, that's your indicator, right? I'm not college educated in finance, but to me, that's the telltale sign that gold's going to take a dump. So if you're looking for a catalyst, what you want to look for is jobless claims. I know they're doctored. I know they're redacted. Once the gold ETFs, once those start switching to sells, and once that economic data as far as jobless claims, and we're getting those headlines now, where gold, it's really going to propel gold, I think, to the downside. Now, I'm not an economic guru. I'm not. I'm just a normal guy stacking some gold and silver and trying to get it as cheap as I can. So I have a decent stack, and I'm just trying to give you a little bit of advice as to what my thinking is. Now, what you're seeing here is my new addition, and you can see the labels, right? That is the 1 ounce platinum dragon, the year of the dragon. Now, they're the exact same label, right? Exact same label. The only difference is they got them backwards for some reason. Now, I don't know if this is a mistake from PCGS. I don't know which one is supposed to be which, to be honest with you, because this one, it says the year of the rabbit, first strike, PCGS MS70. This one, year of the dragon, first strike, PCGS MS70. So which way is it supposed to be? Some of you guys are smarter than me, so let me know down in the comments which way it's supposed to be. Either way, I'm pretty happy about this. I'm not a huge platinum stacker by any means, but this is the way to go as far as platinum is concerned. And the reason why I say that is because I'm just not a huge fan of the American Platinum Eagle. It's just not a great design. I think if they were to possibly, I don't know, they can't, but because of laws, but I think they messed up whenever they did the platinum and the palladium versions. The palladium version is a much better design. In case you've missed it, guys, I will leave that link below to that video, and let me know. Check it out. Check out that video. And as always, keep grinding on your stack.